for the right to represent the AFC in this year's Super Bowl. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
Mike, when you're grinding away in the midst of training camp, these are the moments that you fantasize about. However, it's no longer a fantasy for either of these two teams. It's their reality, and it's up to them to seize the opportunity in front of them. But for that to happen, we're going to need a big game out of their quarterback, and if he plays the way he's capable of, they could be just a few hours away from heading to the Super Bowl. Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's 4th down. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
We talked to him earlier in the week, Mike, and he tried to downplay this as just another game, but I think after seeing him on the field during warm-ups, that's gone out the window. You can tell it's starting to set in just how big of an opportunity this really is. They've outlasted every team in the AFC except for the one they're about to face. And if they're able to beat them, man, they'll have a chance to do something really special. But for that to happen, they're going to need him to lead the way as they try to overcome this intimidating atmosphere. And if he does that, they could be holding the Lamar Hunt Trophy in just a few short hours.
A shotgun snap for Tua. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground. I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. To throw is Tua. To the end zone. It's intercepted. He gets free. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, LA. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They are obviously still smarting from that pick 6 a moment ago. Quick 7-0 hole. Try to start digging out now with 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That's going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level,
he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Point after now from Dicker. It's up and good. And the Chargers will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Tua going to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. 1st down, Miami.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his 1st target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from it.
He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
That one good for 26 yards.
Mike, you know what we used to call those plays? No, 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 yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
Tua to throw again. Quick throw, taken in, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll come up now for second down and 4. To the air again, Tagovailoa. His throw left side is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Now it's Tua. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. A troubling development here in this AFC title game. Here's Achane. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a quarter in the books in the AFC Championship. 14-0 is our score. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Another one from the 5, second down and goal. Here's 2. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
His kick is good. And the Dolphins get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense make their way out to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. From the gun, it's Herbert. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. On second down, here's Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with first and 10. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's Tagovailoa. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third down, 3 to go. Back to throw is Tua. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. Gain of 12 and a first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Achane. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. From the gun, here's Tua. Going up top. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up third down. Tua. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
1st and 10. Now Tua. First down throw there is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
They have converted twice on third down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And this is taken in by the defense.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but...
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a
Previous play
replay.
is under review.
So we might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Again, it's Tua. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. They'll run with Achane. And he will dive into the end zone. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Next to score, Chargers 14, Dolphins 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8.
At the 31-yard line.
Shotgun now for Herbert. And that ball's intercepted by Trayvon Diggs. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll send their tight end left. Now a 1st down throw for Tua. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes. A shotgun snap for Tua. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Chargers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Everyone always assumes that you only want to run drag routes or crossing routes just underneath like mesh concepts against man coverage, but so often they're equally as effective against the zone. All it takes is one of those underneath man defenders to latch on to the wrong route, and all of a sudden there is a lot of room, not only for the completion, but for yards after the catch.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now Herbert again. Checking it down, this one is caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really 2 types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is
back to the sideline and intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So we've reached halftime here in the AFC title game as we send you cross country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our... And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Here's Saul, gonna return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and Tua Tagovailoa making their way back out. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Quick throw here is complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. Here's Tagovailoa. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To the air again, Tagovailoa. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Slot man in motion left. Tua to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? They'll try it now with Achane. And he will have a Dolphins first down. He's brought down after a gain of 7 on 4th and 2.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's 2. That's hauled in at the 2. And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a first down. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Tua. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Chargers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. It'll be a gain of 10 and just enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a run on 1st down. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. On play action, it's Herbert. Oh, man, wide open is McConkey. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. He'll get a yard or two to the 8. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. This one caught at the 4. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Herbert. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Chargers. Kicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Pearsall going to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They motion the slot man left. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Quickly, he gets it out to his right. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
What an impressive play by this linebacker. I mean, Mike, back in the day, you would never see a linebacker take down a wide receiver in the open field like that. But these guys are tremendous athletes who can really hold their own in space. And he killed that play before it even had a chance to develop. It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
From the gun, here's Tua. That's complete to Pearsall. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Play action. Tagovailoa. And this throw batted away. And incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
1 quarter remains here in the AFC Championship game. This is the NFL. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's going to have a Dolphins 1st down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A run up the middle with Achane. And And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up third down. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play. He breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
Now it's Tua. He runs with it. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Tua gonna throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Throwing on third down, Tungo Bailoa. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Next to score, Chargers 21, Dolphins 20.
So it is back to a one-point game now in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Justin Herbert. Here's 1st and 10. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action now. It's, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We're back to crown an AFC champion after this. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll send a tight end in motion. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Chargers get set to kick it away. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Dolphins offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. 2 and out on 1st down. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Throw, left side, complete to Pearsall. Now, a big 3rd down. Tua. And he's going to have to eat this one, and down he goes. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Now, he'll air one out. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The Chargers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one.